Energy Seal foam insulation, reminding you that you're burning up. Do something about it. Spray foaming your attic with Energy Seal really works.
Call 888-306-3626 for 20% summer savings. EnergySealJacks.com.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
One of the NBA Finals between the Celtics and Mavericks. Boston center Kristaps Porzingis out the last 5 weeks with a calf strain. Told reporters today he will play in the opener tomorrow, but isn't sure what his conditioning will be. Porzingis, either way, will play a crucial role in the finals, explains ESPN NBA analyst Brian Windhorst.
One of the things that he does so well, he shoots three-pointers from the top of the key. I know that sounds like a basic thing. He doesn't just corner shoot. He shoots three-pointers from the top of the key. They run pick and rolls with him at the top of the key. That means if you're going to guard him, you've got to be 20 to 23 feet from the basket. Right. That means those two centers in Dallas who love to protect that rim have to come out. That's Otherwise, they're handing him a free shot.
Game 1 tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, ESPN Radio and ABC. NFL, the Browns signed coach Kevin Stefanski and GM Andrew Berry to contract extensions. Stefanski led Cleveland to an 11-6 record in 2023 despite a rash of injuries plus a playoff spot. Berry's rebuilt the Browns roster. Baseball, Astros righties Jose Urquidy, Christian Javier, each scheduled for season-ending elbow surgeries.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio. Who is this guy? Aaron Schachter? What is it? Oh, Schachter? Schachter. Okay. Shack Attack. Schachter. He gets shacked. But I digress. Here we go.
Ready? Yeah. Turn off your radio.
The Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690.
Welcome to the Aaron Schachter Show. That extremely long open bed brought to you by the Gone But Not Forgotten Overtime.
Hey.
Casey and Brian.
Hey, Aaron, man, is there something new about you, man?
Are you talking about these
Is something new, sleek about you? Look at
crappy
that.
headphones?
Huh?
Ugh,
Losing weight out here?
not quite.
What is that?
Not only am I not losing weight, Brian, but if we could just dive into a little bit of what a fat, pudgy zilch I am. This morning, I go to the Wawa for breakfast because, I'm very invested in my health.
That's what we do around here.
And I got myself a ham, egg, and cheese on what I guess it's called a hoagie. I used to call it a sub.
Okay. Ham, egg, and cheese.
Ham, egg, and cheese.
Okay.
And get a little extra cheese on that thing.
Okay.
Because you know how I do, a little extra cheese. But, ham, when you cook ham, the water kind of gets extracted.
Oh.
And sometimes that water, if it's still steaming when you put it in the sandwich, ends up locked in the bread.
Okay.
Then you squeeze the bread as you bite into it, and right out of the bottom, this thing just unloads a good gallon of water into my lap.
Wow.
Ham,
come on, Wawa.
egg, and cheese water.
Nah, that's not going to work.
And I'm sitting here going, not only is it,
exactly.
Not only is it embarrassing that I'm sitting here in a Wawa parking lot eating a king's breakfast. But now I'm walking around all day smelling like ham, egg, and cheese, and it's just not flattering.
Yeah. Side note, before you continue,
Oh.
that's a weird style of pig to put on your breakfast sandwich.
Ham?
Sausage, yeah. Bacon, yeah. But ham, yeah, that's a weird.
Same animal.
That's why a weird version of the pig to put on there. I was just like, give me the bacon.
I mean, you go halfway. You go Canadian bacon.
Okay, but you didn't
Like
even
a ham
do that.
steak.
You just did. You did ham. Okay. Anyway, please continue.
That was it. That was the whole story. That was my embarrassing Wawa story.
Oh, I thought so. You didn't have any of the.
You were just saying I looked like I lost a little weight, and I was telling you actually I probably gained about 3 pounds today.
Well, I was just saying that you're sleek with your new and improved headphones right here, man. You know what I mean? I see it glistening over here on the stream.
So gross.
Via the YouTube stream or the X. I don't know which one you're on.
Forced
right
to
now.
wear these gross headphones, these community headphones.
Hey, and listen, after today, that leads me into my next rant. I don't know if I want to use anything from most of the people in here. Let me tell you, Aaron Schachter, you got some disgusting coworkers. And I hope by some chance that somebody's listening or this gets to them in some way, that you pull the clip eventually and they find out that I'm talking about them.
What happened, man? It sounds like you had a bad experience.
I'm walking into the single bathroom. You know, we have multiple bathrooms in this this huge space we call the radio side of the building, right?
Yeah, especially upstairs. We have one bathroom with like a couple of urinals, a couple of stalls. And then we have a shower. That doesn't work, but a shower is short.
Okay, I didn't know. I never use it.
And then we have a bathroom on the other side, closer to this studio. That's a solo.
Yeah, solo, right? It's huge. It's spacious.
It is.
Has a plug right next to the toilet.
Call it the King Suite. Do you charge your phone in there? I never charged anything in there.
I've done so twice, and it charges fast. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I don't even know you're supposed to be using that, to be real with you. So close to all that water in the toilet. But my point is this. I walk in.
Yeah.
And thank goodness, whatever I had to do in the bathroom, it wasn't urgent, and I was already like, okay, as soon as I go in, I know I got 7 seconds to do what I got to do. Because sometimes it's that urgent.
You went for a Navy SEAL bathroom break.
Right. Well, but it was controlled. I walked in, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, I'm going to use the bathroom, but I'm going to turn the light on, you know what I mean? Make sure everything in there. I walk in.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Your co-workers.
Mine.
This ain't no outsider. This is nobody that they brought in for a sales call or they came through.
These aren't your co-workers. These are mine.
Your co-workers.
Got it.
Okay. Are leaving the toilet fully in use.
You mean when they finish their business, they didn't close the loop on the business?
All kinds of business, open for business, open business in there, including used toilet paper.
Oh.
And I'm like, what kind of nasty, disgusting, but you know what? My grandma, Rachel Anderson, God rest her soul, would say, you nasty buzzard. And buzzards in and of themselves are nasty, right? You think about what they do when they eat. So to be a nasty buzzard.
Yeah, you go Heidi hand with it.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. See, you could be in South Carolina right now, the low country. You got two of the sayings down right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this, and so what I understand about science, Aaron, and I promise I'm wrapping this up, is this.
I want to hear
when
your
I
science
flush
take.
the toilet, whenever you flush the toilet, even though your eyes can't catch it, particles, they
all
jump
up in the air. Absolutely.
And we got a super tornado in that particular King Suite bathroom.
It does
toilet.
flush pretty aggressively.
I mean, I'm like, ugh, let me do this. So I'm over here.
Imagine you're on a spaceship and someone bangs a hole in the side of the space. That's basically how that toilet flushes.
Sucked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm over here playing like, let me flush it real quick and then run over to the. I'm still getting sprayed. I know I got sprayed with it.
Other people's DNA on you. Yeah.
They're boo-boo. They're used toilet paper. They're nasty. So what I need you to do, Aaron Schachter.
Do I need to make an all-company
maybe.
email?
We got them out here. Get one of them WJAX, WOKV, I don't know, all.
I feel like you're blaming
a
a couple of brands right now.
Well, it's just the emails I can think of right now that I'm on where it's like, oh, it's not my particular name, but I'm getting this email for what reason?
Okay.
Get one of those, okay, and make sure everybody's in there. I'm talking about from the top all the way down.
All right. We'll email the boss.
I'm talking about what's the CEO name? Bob. He just sent something out for Memorial Day. I can't think of his name.
Bob Hummenfligger.
Put him out there. I need everybody to know, okay? You got some disgusting people, so if we got a potluck, think twice. Think twice.
Not much lucky about what you ran into today.
Holy smokes, man.
First thing I would think if I ran into that was this problem was too big for the toilet to handle. Maybe a flush was attempted, and when it didn't work or it didn't finish, the culprit, the person who perpetrated the crime, got really scared and ran off. Like, I don't want to be associated with this. Let the next jamoke who walks in this place get blamed for what I've done in here.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that's what happened.
No, I don't think so. don't
Do you
think
think
so.
this was antisocial behavior?
It wasn't that much. I think this is, this makes me question how people live at home kind of behavior. This makes me question, like, a lot of things.
You
about
think
individuals.
whoever's responsible for this toilet scandal does this kind of stuff when they're home as well?
Oh, if you're comfortable enough to do this at work, the level is higher at home.
I imagine the comfort level, yes. Yeah.
So, your people, you need to talk to them. And listen, we've already established there's only on a random Wednesday.
Only 10 people who could have done this.
Only 4 of us are working. We 2 of them. Okay.
And then if you got a time window, you could even, nail it down a little further. We can do an investigation if you want.
There's only but so many office doors that are open on this top floor. So, listen.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed in the individuals that passed the onboarding process here.
I would be too.
I'm very disappointed.
I do like the new segment, Brian Middleton Rants, that we've been starting the show with all week.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
Okay.
You're not a ranting kind of guy.
Not at all, but when you have the basic skills of someone who, has just been potty trained, because I imagine once you're potty trained, you're so happy with that, you're just like, hey, Mom, Dad, look, I've finished. You know what I mean? I don't want to flush this yet. I need you to know that I got this down. You tell me you've had, young kids that got out of that that stage like 3 or 4 years ago. So you tell me, is that the case? You potty train them, and they're like, yo, Dad, I need to be,
I want to tell you that every time I walk into my kid's bathroom in the house, it's a clean slate, but I'd be lying if I said so.
Okay.
And we trained them better than that, Brian.
Okay. But
we trained them.
They also are children, like single-age children.
Yeah. Well, this is why I tie them to the post in the backyard when they do it, and I just leave them out there for a little bit.
You got to learn. That's life. Anyway.
Well, look, you want to talk about segues. Speaking of boo-boo, how about Chris Sims' opinion on quarterbacks in the NFL?
Yeah, boy.
That's making the news today. We'll get to that in a second. I've also got some news on the AFC South, some happenings going on as teams get to their mandatory OTAs as well as their voluntary OTAs. You've got this or that today. I'm very excited to play that game. Haven't played in 2 weeks. We've got more news, if you can believe it or not. More news on Darren Waller, everyone's favorite singer. Originally, we were talking to you guys about his divorce with Kelsey Plum. Then he came out with a breakup song, I guess we're calling it. And we broke that song down pretty significantly. It was a fun time, I think, for me and you. Maybe not so fun if Darren Waller would have heard it. But just when you thought it was done, Darren Waller is back with another track, this time answering critics who are talking about his divorce and his impending retirement from the New York Giants. So we will break down his new song. And then it inspired me to create music, Brian.
Oh, boy.
I created a couple of tracks about the Aaron Schachter show and maybe about something else that I'll spring on you as we get to the 4 o'clock hour. We've also got news on a couple of non-Jaguars who are about to make headlines, including an NFL player who plays defense who next year expects to be a $40 million man. Put that in your ear pipe and smoke it. $40 million for a non-quarterback, and this person thinks it's in the bag. It's a done deal. We'll see who I'm talking about as we get to the 4 o'clock hour. But we start with Chris Sims and his annual quarterback rankings. Chris Sims is not a very beloved national analyst here in Jacksonville. A lot of people love to hate on this guy. I really feel like if I had to rank hated national analysts through Duval's eyes, it would go something like Mike Florio, Tony Kornheiser, Chris Sims, as far as the top 3 goes.
Okay.
Trying to think if there's a 4th we could put on the Mount Rushmore, but I'll need to think a little bit harder on it. In any case, Chris Sims likes to do his annual quarterback rankings every year, and there are a lot of people who think it's a little bit of clickbait. A lot of people think Chris Sims just listing guys out here out of order just so we will engage with it. And while I think there's some of that happening, I don't think it's to the degree that everyone on X believes. But it is an interesting breakdown of tiers. If for no other reason, you should be checking out Chris Sims' rankings just because of the tier names, which are wildly accurate to me. But so far, he's gone from 40 through, I believe he's up to number 11. Trevor Lawrence is located between the numbers 40 and 11.
Okay.
And I thought this was interesting because last year I don't think is a fair assessment of what we saw from Trevor Lawrence. We saw good Trev, and then we saw hurt Trev. We didn't necessarily see bad Trev. I mean, You could say the fumbles were bad, Trev, but you could also make the case that those were happening because he was trying to do too much because he's on the run for his life every down. And then some people in the national media may say that that's an exaggeration. I wonder what Chris Sims is thinking. Hotkeys up for this one, my bud.
Regression last year happened because one thing that was apparent to me when I went back for my quarterback rankings and watched film was, holy shit, Batman, they couldn't protect Trevor Lawrence last year.
They couldn't protect Trevor Lawrence last year. Regression happened because the man was running for his life, Brian.
Oh, I'm glad that you got to that in June.
Exactly.
Thank
I mean,
you.
it's actually, some of the games are comical. I go, my gosh.
Comical, Brian. Comical.
Okay.
Some of the games are comical. I go, my gosh, it's 30 drop back passes and 24 of them. He literally had to be like, I got to throw it because I'm about to get wrecked here. I mean,
6 out of 30 where he's got time to think about progressions.
All right, okay, maybe.
He's watching the game film.
Oh, is he? All right.
What's the problem?
Because Chris Sims, much like many people who get to that level on the national level, like to speak in hyperbole. I think I'm using that word right. And then all of a sudden they get these big generalizations. Then they finally get on the right track, and now they go 24 out of 30. I don't remember that game. Was that the San Francisco game?
He's saying there were some games, not a game.
Yeah. I don't remember
He's
the
saying
game.
more than one game where Trev had like five opportunities to cleanly throw a ball.
Okay. All right, yeah, I tend to lean to agree because this is refreshing to hear from him, but 24 out of 30? No.
So they couldn't run, they couldn't protect last year, and they've made all the proper adjustments, I think, here this offseason to stop that, to now where we can see the best of Trevor Lawrence once again, and hopefully that happens.
Not just some adjustments. All the proper adjustments, Brian.
Chris Sims trying to get a key to the city.
All the proper ones. Look at us.
Get the key to the city.
Look at us doing the right thing.
Christopher Sims? Okay.
Chris Sims, quarterback breakdown. Listen to these tiers, man. I think he kind of nails a lot of this. From 40 to 38, he's got what he calls backup plus. He's got Jarrett Stidham in the Broncos, the expected starter there, even though what you're seeing out of Broncos OTAs is that Zach Wilson is dominating. Ha-ha, LOL, ROFL.
Gotcha. Okay. I was over here confused.
No. That's a real story I read. Zach Wilson is dominating in Denver Bronco OTAs. They're not saying he's won the starting job yet, but they're saying he is clearly above the other two guys in camp.
Well.
So you got that.
Okay.
Gardner Minshew out in Vegas and Kenny Pickett for the Eagles. He's calling those guys backup plus. I think it just means that these guys are probably backups this year, but can start if need be. Then 37 and 36, he's calling the throwbacks, a.k.a. the old guys. He's got Joe Flacco and Jacoby Brissett. The young and the reckless is the next tier of players. It's 35 through 32. Young and the reckless includes Jameis Winston, who absolutely belongs there under the reckless category. Bryce Young, who last year was reckless, but certainly belongs there because he's young. And his last name is Young. Sam Darnold, who I'm not sure is young, and I don't really consider reckless. But I guess he needed to put him in that 33 spot anyway. And then Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, who I sent you something on last night out of Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Anthony Richardson had to leave practice yesterday with a slight injury, although I guess he came back before it was over.
Mm-hmm.
Just always nerve-wracking for a franchise when the guy you only saw for 12 quarters last year and is expected to get injured every year because of his playing style gets hurt in OTAs. The next tier includes one guy, and the tier is named for hire. That's Ryan Tannehill. Then ready rookies come next. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26 are McCarthy, Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix, and then Will Levis makes it into this group.
Okay.
Granted, he's not a rookie, but I get what Chris Sims is saying here. Young guy needs more experience. He's in the NFL. He's starting. He's not going to be at his peak. He's still in rookie mode. You've got blank or get off the pot. And I think he nails this one too. He's got Justin Fields at 25, Deshaun Watson at 24, and Daniel Jones at 23.
Aaron, I know you're trying to move through this list. This Justin, I would never put Justin. The blanker get off the pot for Daniel Jones. Yes.
Yeah, it fits.
Who's the other guy?
Daniel Jones, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. Yes.
And then Justin Fields
was getting off the pot. He was getting off the pot, literally. And they were like, nah, you need to get on a new pot, sit on that, and try to get off that.
Don't pretend like he had a full season in Chicago of good games. It looked ugly for a while.
No, exactly. He was getting off the pot. It looked crazy ugly even in the beginning of last season.
Yeah.
He started getting off the pot. Okay.
No, you're not wrong. He had some games.
I don't like, that's the first tier or a group where I'm just like, all right, whatever you say, man.
Next one's called Glory Days. I think that's a reference to these guys having their best days possibly behind them, but not necessarily being old yet. You got Russell Wilson and Derek Carr there. Best days behind them, but they're probably too old for anyone to be excited about, but they're not old enough to retire yet. You still get playoff football out of those guys, I think. The next one is just called The Chosen One. You know who's in there. Caleb Williams.
Oh.
That's number 20 for Chris Sims.
Let's say Bryce Young. My bad. Okay.
No, you
already said that. You
missed Bryce Young at 34.
Yeah, he already said that. Yeah, that's right.
The guy that the Carolina Panthers traded 18 first-round picks for.
Chosen one.
Yeah, Bryce Young at 34. Then the next group is thumbs up, but thinking emoji. Geno Smith, who I don't necessarily put in that category, but I don't mind putting at 19.
Where would you put him at? Like Glory Days or?
Geno Smith never really had a Glory Days except for 2 years ago.
Right. But he's
too old for blank or get off the pot. He's not a ready rookie, and he's not reckless. He doesn't fit into the tier names, but as far as the numbers go, I'm comfortable with 19.
Okay.
He's a playoff quarterback.
Okay.
I do think he's on the level with the Glory Days quarterbacks with Russell Wilson, Derek Carr.
Okay.
I think he's in that group. I just don't think Glory Days applies there. He's got Tua at 18. Thoughts? I saw you roll your eyes a little bit.
No, I did not. It was a long blink.
I feel it's a little bit low for Tua.
Of course you do.
I think Tua's better than that.
President of the fan club. His wide receivers are for sure.
Well, for whatever reason, head coach, offensive coordinator, running backs.
I forgot about them. Yeah, you're right.
Like whatever reason,
all around him.
Whatever reason,
right.
I do think Tua has played better than
18th
ranked quarterback in the NFL.
He has.
Brock Purdy at 17. You got to like that one.
Yeah,
I think you think that one's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, listen, if we're just
talking
about
based off
play.
No, the guy almost won the MVP.
No, we're talking about based off of play, which you just said, then he should be a little bit higher.
Kyler Murray at 16.
Yeah, if I'm Brock Purdy and Tua, I'm angry at that. Now that I think about it, now that I see that, I'm angry if Kyler's ahead of me. But yeah, go ahead.
I do think Kyler belongs in this group because it's the kind of potential, like, we know he's better than what we've seen. We've seen glimpses, but between the injury and the lack of help around him, you haven't really had the opportunity to see it all put together at the same time. So I don't mind him in this group. And then Baker Mayfield finishes this tier of thumbs up.
Oof.
But,
Oof.
Now, Baker Mayfield,
Oof.
You're thinking about the 3 teams in 2 years Baker Mayfield. I'm thinking about rookie Baker and last year Baker, who is an aggressive, hard-nosed quarterback who gets your team into the playoffs.
Yeah, all that aggressive, hard-nosed quarterback and 9-8. Okay. Now, see, if I'm Tua and I'm Brock Purdy, I'm angry for real.
Because Baker and Kyler are in front of you?
And they're in front of me. We're not only in the same group, they're in front of me? Me?
That's right.
Okay, yeah. I can't believe it. I'm defending Tua and Brock Purdy right now. They should be higher than those other two guys right now.
The next tier is 11 through 14. It's called Wild Cards. So this is the group that you could either get like a Pro Bowl All-Pro season from, or it could look ugly. At number 14, he's got Aaron Rodgers. I don't have a beef with that. I don't have a beef with the number. I don't have a beef with the tier category. Aaron Rodgers is either going to throw for 5,000 yards this year or 3,000 yards this year. Aaron Rodgers is either going to play 2 games or he's going to play 17 games plus the playoffs. I don't think it's anywhere in between. It's a wild card. He's either going to be the reason the Jets are Super Bowl contenders or he's going to be the reason the Jets are drafting first, second, or third next year. Number 13, Jordan Love. A lot of people put Jordan Love in the top 10. A lot of people saw what happened last year and went, only up from here. I like Sims' tepid feeling on Jordan Love here. I'm not ready to anoint Jordan Love as king of the NFC North. I'm not. And so I don't mind him at 13. It is a wild card kind of guy. He could either have a 40-touchdown season like last year, or maybe everyone figures something out about Jordan Love after seeing him for a year, and he steps back a little bit. It's kind of what I think is going to happen to C.J. Stroud, who, by the way, we haven't named yet. Number 12 is Kirk Cousins. You good there? I'm fine there. I mean, you can expect a good statistical season from Kirk Cousins if he's on the field. But at 30-plus years old, coming back from an Achilles and assorted other injuries that he had when he was in Minnesota, you don't know what you're going to get. I think it's the whole reason they drafted Penix in the first place. You just don't know. You guaranteed the dude money. I don't know if it's an injury guarantee. Got to look that up. But you guaranteed him money. You're going to pay him. You just don't know if you're going to play him.
Mm-hmm.
Time will tell. And then, sitting there at number 11, on a throne made of bridges, because we're the Seven Bridges city.
Oh, I've never heard us called.
You never heard us called the Seven Bridges?
Yeah, I've never heard of
City of Bridges.
I mean, I've been to the restaurant Seven Bridges.
Where do you think they got the name from?
I've never even thought about it. I was like, that's a random name. I've thought that before, but never thought why they've named themselves.
We have
Seven
all these
Bridges.
bridges in the city.
Okay.
Main Street, Acosta.
They got a great carrot cake
Fuller
too.
Warren,
Just letting you know.
Shands, Dames Point.
Okay, that's 5. How many more you got? You got 2 more you got to get? Does the Trout River Bridge count?
Sure. Trout River.
Does the Intercoastal count?
Intercoastal Bridge. Look at us. We did it. I don't know if those are the actual
I don't
bridges.
know either.
But I know that it's a 7-bridge thing here. At least I'm supposed to know that after living here for 2 decades. Trevor Lawrence at number 11.
Mm-hmm.
We said yesterday that the conversation is valid. I'm good with anywhere between like 8 and 12.
About 6 too low for me, but okay.
He hovers around the back end of the top 10 for me based on performance. I do think he's got potential to be top 3. We've seen it. We saw it at the tail end of 22. We saw it to lead off 23. The guy's a winner, and he elevates the team around him. You give the same cast of characters to Kirk Cousins in Minnesota or Jordan Love in Green Bay, I don't think you see the seasons from them you're accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
But Trevor balled out until he got hurt because of what Chris Sims was saying.
Mm-hmm.
They refused to protect this guy last year.
Like they had a meeting before the game. It was like, hey, listen, let me tell you what we're not going to do.
We're not going to protect Trevor.
Okay,
I thought
that was implied. My bad.
Right,
I thought it was
fine.
implied. Okay. Aaron was waiting on my. See, that's the part we still got to get. I thought it was implied. And Aaron's like, are you going to say the punchline or not?
It was.
You know?
It was implied.
I should have said it.
It was implied.
Thank you
I'm a
for mentioning
literal idiot. Don't mind me.
No, you got it.
So, yeah, this is where Chris Sims is at on Trevor Lawrence this year. It's a lot closer to where he was at on him last year. I think he had him a spot or 2 higher last year. But no C.J. Stroud in this list, and I'm curious how high up they go with C.J. Stroud. Because obviously it's top 10 now, 1 through 10. And if he's top 5 on Sims' list, I think it's a crime. I think it's a crime. He hasn't earned it. He had 1 season.
Literally, that would say that you earned it. You only had 1 season to show out, and if you showed out,
that's not how this works. This isn't like Olympic skiing.
People are already, I mean, as many detractors as he has even right now, people are already giving Brock Purdy mad praise for like 6 regular season games and playing well until he got hurt into the playoffs. So
you're a Carolina Panther fan, or at least you have been in the past. Do you remember Chris Weinke?
Appreciate you not putting my business in the street like that, but okay. Chris Weinke, who can forget?
Okay, so Chris Weinke, who, by the way, everyone in this area should remember Chris Weinke, just because he went to school locally.
Yeah.
Not in Jacksonville, but obviously he went to
Florida State, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so. Chris Weinke came into the league as like a 28-year-old rookie.
Yeah, he definitely.
Which there are plus and minuses to that, right? Like on the one side, being a mature adult who's done his taxes for 10 plus years when you're a rookie,
easily,
you may have some responsibility that other rookies don't have. But also, as you're 28, your second contract, you're ready for retirement. So, but Chris Weinke, I bring him up because here's a guy who had a good season. I'm trying to find those stats as I talk to you at the same time, so I apologize for not being focused on the point.
No,
but I'm
good.
trying to look up Chris Weinke's big season. His rookie year, he threw for almost 3,000 yards in 2001 when quarterbacks weren't throwing for 5. If you hit 4, you were Dan Marino. 11 touchdowns. The issue was 19 interceptions. But I bring up Weinke because people thought Weinke was going to be good after he threw those 11 touchdowns on a bad Panthers team. On a 1-14, 1-15 Panthers team. But 1 season does not make a football career.
Whoa. Terrible correlation. The team was bad. Yeah, he threw for a lot of yards. C.J. Stroud was one of the main reasons why the team was good. I mean, of course,
well, you
the
can't
head coach.
say that if the head coach is up for Coach of the Year. Nico Collins just took in a $25 million contract. You have one of the best offensive lines in football. You got Dameon Pierce in the backfield, who has an amazing rookie year, and then Devin Singletary comes out for 150 yards a game. What are you talking about?
So can we use that same line of thinking with your boy Tua, please?
Okay.
Next time you're up here defending him like tooth and nail.
Sure.
Okay. I just want to make sure because you're passionate about that. You're like, I don't know if he had a good season. I don't know if he's great because he had a good head coach and he had some other pieces around him. I just want to make sure.
Here's what I don't like.
No, hold on. That's the argument you're going to stick with. I just want to make sure.
Here's what I don't like. I don't like you putting me in position to defend the Dolphins.
No, I just like the fact that was your argument because from here on out, I'm going to be like, yo, you remember that time you was hating on C.J. Stroud?
I don't like you putting me in a position to defend the Dolphins. And quite frankly, if you keep doing it, I'm going to stop talking to you. Just remember when they went to the playoffs in 2022 without Tua, that team looked vastly different. It was wildly different. When Skylar Thompson was the starting quarterback.
Wasn't it a good game against Buffalo, even though they couldn't really get – you're right. They couldn't – offensively, they couldn't really get the thing
the ball moving. They lost 34-31 to Buffalo.
Yeah.
They had 231 total offensive yards in that game.
They probably would have won if Tua was there.
Josh Allen threw 45 interceptions in that game.
Hey, man, listen, Tua don't play defense.
No, that's my point. They look like an awful offense. 189 yards passing, which, by the way, was a follow-up from the previous week against the Jets where they had 140 yards passing. A vastly, wildly different team without Tua on the field. That's all I'm saying.
What I learned today, Aaron Schachter said you can't be considered a good quarterback if you got a great head coach and you got some other pieces around you, specifically at the wide receiver position, that are receiving new contracts. And what does Tua have? Mike McDaniel, and what did Jalen Waddle just get? A new contract?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. Because I know how you feel about Tua. And I don't want you to defend him right now because I want you to keep talking to me. But everything that led up before that little rant, now I know where you stand now. Now we can have great discussions about quarterbacking around here in the NFL. Aaron Schachter, you my boy.
I think I'm going to quit. I think
don't
I'm
do
done.
that because I don't have to.
This has been the last Aaron Schachter show. You guys have a good night. I'm out.
I literally need you.
See you later.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Partly sunny, hot and humid today with a few afternoon and evening thunderstorms developing. Highs today near 90, dropping into the low 70s tonight. And tomorrow will be partly sunny and hot, just an isolated afternoon thunderstorm as temperatures reach the mid-90s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish. Join me today beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. 0% financing for 5 years is back for a limited time at Beards Diamonds. Spring has sprung and tax return season is here. Now's the time to beautify your home by replacing your old windows with new energy-efficient, easy-to-clean windows from American Window Products. Keep the summer heat out with special glass packages including low E3 and argon gas. American Window Products only uses the highest quality products and professionally trained employees to install. Call now to find out why they were voted the #1 window company in Jacksonville. 731-2247 for a free estimate or visit AmericanWindowProducts.com.
Can you fly, Snyderman?
I wish.
Do you have super strength?
Above average for my age.
X-ray vision?
Nah.
Then what makes you a superhero?
Our AC is out.
Duty calls, kids.
Snyderman saves the day with affordable preventative care plans that keep systems operating at peak efficiency all year long. Get your preferred customer plan at SnyderAC.com today.
You're my hero, Snyderman. CAC 1813307.
It's fishing time, old school style, at the Daly's Old School Fishing Shootout presented by Yellowfin this weekend in St. Augustine. Fishing fun for everyone. Big boats, small boats, but register ASAP to fish. The catch for the Old School Kingfish Shootout is limited boundaries, Fernandina Beach to Daytona Beach, but only 3 miles offshore. OldSchoolKingfish.com to register. That's OldSchoolKingfish.com. Get your chance to win over $200,000 in prizes. Fishing fun for everyone. June 8th in St. Augustine. OldSchoolKingfish.com.
Hi, it's me, your plumber, with important information for anyone interested in safe, soft, filtered water. Don't drink bottled water. Get advice from someone you trust, buy a water filter, and don't call those high-priced water guys. Instead, call me, your plumber. I recommend Safety Zone Water Systems, so you get top quality equipment, affordable prices, and you'll save money too. Safety Zone is your #1 choice considering price, performance, and reliability.
Safety Zone Water is the single-source water treatment supplier for the plumbing industry. Our distributor is Nolan Company Jacksonville, the leading plumbing wholesaler for water treatment in Northeast Florida. For sales and service, contact your local plumber or visit us at safetyzonewater.com.
Safety Zone Water.
The #1 water brand recommended by plumbers.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jax Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jax Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
When it comes to my lifestyle and diet, I don't always make the smartest choices.
Touchdown! Woo! Hey, how about another round and some more chips?
But when it comes to taking care of my liver, I do make one very smart choice. Active liver tablets from New Nordic. I used to have real issues with my liver, and at my last checkup, my doc was concerned about my numbers. But since adding a once-a-day active liver tablet, my gut's better, I feel great, and my doctor's happy. I ask a lot of my liver, so the least I can do to say thanks is a daily dose of Active Liver.
You ask a lot of your liver, so give it the support it needs with Active Liver. You can find Active Liver at Amazon.com or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS. Or for a volume discount, visit NewNordicUSA.com. Go to new, NORDICUSA.com, Amazon, or ask for Active Liver at your local CVS.
Hey guys, we're the Twin Peaks Girls. Come have lunch with us every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and listen to the Young and Norvell Show on ESPN 690.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. Got to dial in these headphones now that I got the good ones on. That's better. Oh, the luscious voice on your boy Aaron. Now I get it in all its glory. All the tones, all the subtones, the bass and the treble. Listen to me just loving on myself. Brian, do you think Chris Sims listens to our broadcast?
No.
You don't think he does?
No, based off of how he still is talking about sports just in general, the football?
I think that while we were doing this breakdown of Chris Sims' quarterbacks, top 40 countdown,
okay,
he actually released 7 through 10. We do have breaking news. Breaking Chris Sims news.
Good for us.
Look at us delivering. So he's got 2-tier categories here. He's got awesome NFC contenders at 8, 9, and 10. And then he's got one guy in the tier named Prodigy. One guy. The awesome NFC contenders at 10. Jared Goff, owner of a new $50+ million contract. Jalen Hurts, owner of a new $50+ million contract. And Dak Prescott, guy who's supposed to make $60 million this year.
Disgusting, man. At this point, I'm disgusted with it all.
You're mad at that. Top 10 for Dak.
I'm disgusted with it all.
Look at you. What are you more disgusted? This or that?
If I'm Jared Goff.
A bathroom with business still in it or Dak Prescott?
No, the bathroom, all in all. Because I believe that Rain Dakota flushes the toilet.
Okay, fair enough.
I believe he does. But, hey, listen, man, if I'm Jared, if I'm Jalen, I'm like, I guess. I guess. If that's just how you feel about it, Philip Sims, that's his dad. Chris Sims. Whatever Sims did this list.
Yeah, Philip is the dad. Chris is the son. Philip was the guy who went to the Super Bowl. Chris is the guy who had to leave the NFL and talk about the NFL for a living. Oh, don't laugh.
Oh, it was brutal, yeah. Why he his last game, right? It was pretty brutal, right?
How dare you laugh? How dare you?
Right? Didn't you lose like an appendix or something like that? Like, I'm not trying
It's
to.
hard to
Now you're
lose.
laughing.
I just imagine him misplacing it before the game like a mouth guard.
Just
But
like,
I had it somewhere.
Let me go back into the other room.
Misplaced his appendix. At number 7, in the prodigy tier, you've got C.J. Stroud.
How do you feel?
I don't like it. I don't like it. I think C.J. belongs below Dak Prescott on this list.
Okay.
I think C.J. belongs below Jalen Hurts on this list.
Okay.
And I believe C.J. belongs below Jared Goff on this list.
I'll listen to that argument. I really will, yeah.
You want to tell me C.J. Stroud is in the top 10 because of this amazing rookie year? It's hard to debate it. He had great stats for a year last year. Oh, fine. But you're going to tell me he deserves to be higher on this list than the guy who almost went to the Super Bowl, the guy who did go to the Super Bowl, and the guy who was better than the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. Well, better than one of the quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. I'm sitting here going, I don't think C.J. Stroud is number 7.
Well, this list isn't based off of the past handful of years, right? Is this based off of last season going into this season? Is that
it's not even based off of last season. It's just here's what he thinks the ranking will be for this season. You tell me Dak, Jalen, and Jared Goff are washed? They just got $50 million contracts.
Well, if they're top 10, I don't think that's what Chris is saying either, that they're washed.
So then how is CJ above them? He's not going to earn his way there this year.
But do we know that?
We're all prognosticating. We're all
well, you're very definite, with your answer. It was a period on that. It wasn't a question mark. He's not going to earn his way to it this year.
I'm not sure.
Period.
I'm not sure you realize we're on the radio, right? Like you're supposed to, you just say things, right?
I'm with you.
Is that how we do it?
That's what we're doing right now.
You just say things.
Defend it.
You just say you don't even got to defend. You just say it like it's a thing, and everyone believes you.
All right. I'm down now.
That's just
give me the
works.
green light.
Yeah,
let's go.
That's just how that works. Don't worry about it, Brian. C.J. Stroud at 7.
But I should be more on your side.
Who's left? You got Stafford, who's going to be in the top 6.
Lamar Mahomes,
Burrow, Herbert.
Right.
That's 5. And Josh Allen. There's your 6.
And who was 7 again? Just now? You just said?
C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. It slipped my mind.
Was it even that great of a year? When was the last time we looked at C.J. Stroud? I don't want to believe. Like, I'm with Trevor on this one. You heard what Trevor said about it?
No, what did Trevor say about it?
They asked him if they were happy, if he was happy that C.J. Stroud was so good or was getting all these accolades. He's like, no, I want them all to stink.
Yeah.
I remember arguing this with Brent last year. Brent's like, no, man, we want good players in this division.
That was crazy talk. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Crazy talk.
I want him to suck.
Yes.
And I don't wish injury on anybody really, like permanent injury. I want you to make your money. But Anthony Richardson, if you can't go, I'm okay with that.
Yes, me too. Like, who doesn't want their team to be 17-0? What is he talking about? What is he talking about? He wants them to be good.
I want to beat the best. Like, not me.
Nope.
I want to win the championship.
Give me the last place team every week. Give it to me.
Give me the super wild card team in the Super Bowl and let me run over them.
Yep. I'll take that bye week. I'll take that bye week in the wild card. Let's go.
What were his stats again?
All right.
Were you looking it up?
I am. So last year, his only year.
I love how you stress that every time.
He was 9-6. Not even 10 wins. Number 7 on the list.
Yeah.
Not even 10 wins.
Not even 10 wins. Look at him.
Yesterday, I went over all the important quarterback metrics. He was pretty much 8th in almost all of them.
Yeah.
He threw for 4,000 yards. Congratulations, CJ. 4,000 yards is very impressive. He threw for 23 touchdowns. Hey, Daniel Jones could throw for 23 touchdowns. You'll see Daniel Jones ranked number 7.
At this point, it's not just like you hate the Texans quarterback. Like, you got something personal against C.J. Stroud to liken him to Daniel Jones.
I also don't like what he said about Aaron Rodgers with Matt Stafford, but that's a conversation for another day. 5 interceptions is very impressive.
Isn't impressive to you?
It's impressive because he threw the ball 500 times.
How are you going to spend that, though? Because you usually figure out a way to hate on him. So
well,
how are you
aside from the fact that he's greedy for not sharing the ball with the other team. He threw 499 times. So throwing only 5 interceptions, it's impressive. I'll give him his flowers on that one.
But moving on.
I'm just not moving on. I'm just saying that he had 188 first downs. It sounds like a lot, but comparative to other quarterbacks, it wasn't a tremendous amount. Where's his QBR? 57.5 for QBR. I think that was like 13th in the league. His rating was 100.8. Okay. 100.8. And then they gave him Stephon Diggs.
Which automatically, at this point, for real, like he's already out of the running as a good quarterback on Aaron's scale because of the current pieces that he has around him. But now he has Stephon Diggs. He may not even be top 20 by the time the end of this next season comes around.
Maybe, maybe not.
But we both agree that the Stephon Diggs thing is going to blow up.
Oh, yes.
We both agree on that one.
I kind of feel like it's already on its way.
It's already there? He hasn't got...
Here's the problem. He loves Tank Dell. He campaigned for the Texans to draft Tank Dell.
Okay.
C.J. Stroud.
And it worked?
And it worked. Tank Dell looked good last year before he broke his leg in half and then got it shot off at a nightclub. Now, you don't know if Tank Dell's going to come back
by
the same.
By a sophomore in high school.
Who refuses to study or practice his aim. But you don't know if Tank Dell's going to come back whole again. You hope so. But Jags fans don't hope so. Texans fans hope that Tank Dell is the Tank Dell they drafted. But you don't know until you see it, right?
Okay.
But Nico Collins apparently is the real deal. And he just got paid. You've still got Joe Mixon on that team. Granted, he's not taking targets away from you. But you're going to have to run some of that offense through the running back. And then there's Stephon Diggs. I think you're going to get from Stephon what you got from him last year. Which, by the way, ain't worth $23 million. He played to the level of a wide receiver, too, at best.
Who, Stephon Diggs?
Yes, last year.
No.
Last year.
No, don't look at your computer and pull up the stats. You can do that. I'm telling you, you're going to be disappointed. Now, granted, it was much better in the beginning of the season than towards the end. It was. But he had like 710 catches.
Much better is
1,000 plus.
A significant understatement. Much better.
Yeah, no. I get it.
He was invisible down the stretch.
Yeah, and he made some key drops in the playoff game. I'm with you. But to say he didn't play well last season, just as an entirety, I don't. I'm sure that people would take Stephon Diggs' stats on their team last year for a wide receiver one. Just saying.
I wish we had more time to delve into this because we got to go to break right here. But I think I did this with you not too long ago where I asked you how many games he had with more than 5 catches.
I feel like we did that, yeah.
Here's a spoiler alert. It wasn't that many. It wasn't that many for your number one wide receiver. Down the stretch, here's your number one wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
From November on, 3 catches. Mm-hmm. 4 catches, 6 catches, 4 catches, 4 catches, 5 catches, 4 catches. And then against Miami, he put in 7 catches finally. Number one wide receiver, $23 million. Tell you what, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, they're not putting up those numbers. They're doing way better than that. And when Stephon Diggs is wide receiver 3 on the Texans, ooh, buddy, his problems.
That would be an understatement. We're talking about understatements.
To this day.
Yeah. Oh, man, hold on. And then we got, how much music left? 5 seconds
Not
left?
much. To this day. It's the Aaron Schachter Show. Back in a couple of minutes.
Hi, everyone. Terry Norvell here, along with Patrick Young from the Young and Norvell Show.
Our show is going great, and we are looking to grow the show with some new advertising partners.
If you're a business owner looking to market your product or service to a male, high-income, and college-educated audience, we are the show for you.
Just reach out for more information with a call or a text to 904-305-7526.
That's right. I'll get in touch with you, and we'll put together a budget-friendly marketing plan on our show exclusively for your business. Call or text me, Terry Norvell. That number again, 904-305-7526, and let's get you on our team.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beach Boys.
Now streaming, the Beach Boys tell their story in a must-see film event.
Brian, Dennis, and Carl, a cousin, Mike Love, and our good friend El Jardine. That's family to me.
Experience the definitive look at America's band.
They were participating in the creation of a California dream.
The fact that what was a family, that's where the success came from.
The Beach Boys, rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13. Now streaming on Disney+.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jack's Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jack's Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
Are you a real estate investor or have considered investing and want to know where you can put your money that offers solid returns and protects against market volatility? It's Rich Jones. I want to introduce you to DLP Capital, CEO and founder Don Wenner.
For more than a decade, DLP Capital has delighted our investors with consistent double-digit returns. Through the smart, conservative real estate investment strategy our company is built on, we have been able to achieve this with monthly distributions and tax shelters so our investors can keep more of their returns.
Dial ** invest on your cell phone or visit highyieldreturns.net.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around. So my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Louis. The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool.
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today. Stay cooler with Bueller. Visit BuellerAir.com.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not a rate based on Terry, who keeps and makes the car behind them. Oh no, they're about to... Save with DriveWise and the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What's wrong?
My travel rewards card didn't earn enough miles for my vacation.
Are you crying? Are you crying because of that other credit card?
Uh-huh.
Well, switch to the Capital One Venture Card. Venture lets you redeem miles on any travel purchase.
Really?
Yep, and you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every single day. The Capital One Venture Card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
ESPN 690 has a chance for you to win tickets to see the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp play at 121 Financial Ballpark. Register to win your tickets at ESPN690.com, and we'll see you at the ballpark.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. Yesterday, Brian, we were talking about Deshaun Watson's back tattoo. It's a weird little journey down tattoo art lane.
Were you talking about it?
Yes. Were we not?
Personal don't put that weed with there, man. You know.
Were you not talking about it?
I remember you bringing up the topic, and I mean, if you want to be very into the other dude's back tattoo, by all means, man. That's
what we're doing here. Okay.
Now you got it, man.
I didn't know that's what we were doing.
No, we're not doing anything,
that's
man.
Fine,
we got it. Why are you bringing up back tattoos again?
Because I like them. No, because it's interesting. Because Deshaun Watson's back tattoo was nuts. It was crazy. It was a 9-hour tattoo session, and it had his mother, his girlfriend, Super Bowl rings that don't exist, Martin Luther King Jr., and an I Have a Dream hat, an astronaut, and Popeye, and all kinds of weird stuff happening.
Oh, boy.
It was a wild tattoo.
It's like a ashwagandha high. Holy smokes. Where's Aaron Rodgers when you need him?
Ashwagandha is not a thing.
Oh, okay. Whatever that is.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
Ashwagandha. The reason I bring it up again, Brian, aside from the fact because I like him, is Anthony Richardson. He's only played 12 quarters of football in his life, and he got hurt at OTAs. But Anthony Richardson got a back tattoo, a 7-hour back tattoo.
Did he now?
And he's admitting that he was put to sleep for it, by the way.
Here we go, guys.
The Twitter comments are making fun of him for getting put to sleep.
Did they?
I'm sorry. If I got the option, I'm taking the option.
And
but
we know you are.
The back tattoo also is weird on Anthony Richardson. He's got a wolf, a pride of wolves, right? He's got the NFL shield. He's got 4 of a kind of aces, a band of $100 bills, a craps wheel, a pair of dice, an angel holding a crucifix, a Spartan. It's a beautiful looking tattoo. He's also got his name across his back like a jersey name.
Okay.
It's a beautiful looking tattoo, like aesthetic, but I don't really understand the whole pride, gambling, and God theme.
Yeah, Angel, like, what am I doing here? Look at these heathens.
Yeah, and right below the band of $1,000 bills is actually on the bottom. So if you're ranking them based on how they're featured, his biggest thing is his pride. His next biggest thing is his ability to gamble.
Yeah.
His next biggest thing is his love for God.
Yeah, some type of faith. Yeah.
And then his next biggest thing is wanting to be a Spartan who apparently, based on this tattoo, has like a 8-pack abs. Because I like it.
That was so funny, man. Yeah, I like it.
Put to sleep and getting made fun of. You wouldn't do that if you had to sit for 7 to 9 hours on a tattoo?
Someone tell Anthony Richardson he need to be in the treatment room with the trainer every waking hour.
What if they were training him while he was getting the back work done?
Nah, you can't train when you have an anesthesiologist at your tattoo parlor.
Word on the street is he's 255 pounds. He's actually bulked up and is still running the 40 in 4.3.
Good luck to everybody. Good luck to y'all, bro. Y'all earned that contract this year, defense in the AFC South.
You've got a left tackle running at 1,000,000 miles an hour straight for your face with Anthony Richardson.
That just reminds me of Cam Newton being 6'5", 260, and
right?
just boom, boom, and get back up and doing the Superman pose.
Yes.
Good luck, guys.
Anthony Richardson is essentially the same build and size.
I think he's faster, too, so.
Yeah, it seems it.
Holy smokes.
We'll find out if he's a better quarterback. It's the Aaron Schachter Show, pausing for the Sports Center. Back with AI music and Darren Waller.
Hey, boss, did you see the latest article in the Crooks R Us newsletter?
No, but I'm sure it's going to involve Safe Touch and probably give me a rash.
It says more people than ever are concerned about security, and Safe Touch Security, of course, is leading the way with new cutting-edge security systems.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it goes beyond security, too. Now Safe Touch has systems integrated with the home's thermostats, lights, door locks, and of course the encrypted security cameras.
Yeah, never home alone and never away from home. I remember the slogan.
Ooh, and now Safe Touch is running a special for existing customers to upgrade their system.
Look, Skippy, this changes nothing. The Crooks R Us golden rule is still in effect. Stay away from Safe Touch houses.
Yeah.
Now go find us a house without Safe Touch.
Got it, boss.
Crooks know to stay away from Safe Touch houses. Hi, I'm Lester Jackson of Safe Touch Security Systems. No one beats our technology or our price.
Right now, existing Safe Touch customers can upgrade their system at 50% off. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
Hi, it's me, your plumber, with important information for anyone interested in safe, soft, filtered water. Don't drink bottled water. Get advice from someone you trust. Buy a water filter. And don't call those high-priced water guys. Instead, call me, your plumber. I recommend Safety Zone water systems, so you get top-quality equipment, affordable prices, and you'll save money too. Safety Zone is your #1 choice considering price, performance, and reliability.
Safety Zone Water is the single-source water treatment supplier for the plumbing industry. Our distributor is Nolan Company Jacksonville, the leading plumbing wholesaler for water treatment in Northeast Florida. For sales and service, contact your local plumber or visit us at safetyzonewater.com.
Safety Zone Water.
the #1 water brand recommended by plumbers.
It's fishing time, old school style, at the Dailies Old School Fishing Shootout presented by Yellowfin this weekend in St. Augustine. Fishing fun for everyone. Big boats, small boats, but register ASAP to fish. The catch for the Old School Kingfish Shootout is limited boundaries, Fernandina Beach to Daytona Beach, but only 3 miles offshore. OldSchoolKingfish.com to register. That's OldSchoolKingfish.com. Get your chance to win over $200,000 in prizes. Fishing fun for everyone. June 8th in St. Augustine. OldSchoolKingfish.com.
Hey, Jacksonville Koozies, it's me, Soccer Sam, for Salvatore's Pizza. Rochester, New York's favorite pizza is now open in Jacksonville, Florida, Tapestry Park at the Loft Hotel Plaza. Daily $10 deals, dine in with beer and wine, and delivery at salvatores.com. The famous Formoso family brings Salvatore's Pizza, Rochester's favorite pizza, including our 32-piece sheet pizza for your next event. Do it with me, baby. Salvatores.com.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. 0% financing for 5 years is back for a limited time at Beards Diamonds. Live from the Anajar and Levine Studios, Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
WOKV Jacksonville. Listen live everywhere you go on ESPN690.com. ESPN 690, Jacksonville's home for ESPN Radio.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Christine Lisi. A more definitive answer from Celtics center Kristaps Porzingis regarding his status for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Yesterday, he said he plans to be available. Today, he said he's going to play against the Mavericks, just isn't sure what his conditioning level will be. He's been out 5 weeks with a calf strain. Porzingis' health, just one key for Boston in the Finals, points out ESPN NBA analyst Alan Hahn.
Jason Tatum meets Luka Doncic on the mountaintop, and they go shot for shot. We've seen Tatum do this with other stars, most notably Giannis Antetokounmpo a couple of years ago in a playoff matchup that was for the ages. He can do it, and that's important. Also, Jaylen Brown has to be the fire to Tatum's ice, and Kristaps Porzingis has to have a healthy calf, and it doesn't hurt him on either end of the floor, and knock down those big threes.
Alan Hahn on Get Up. NBA Finals opener tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, ESPN Radio and ABC. NFL, Browns signed coach Kevin Stefanski and GM Andrew Berry to contract extensions. Astros right-handers Jose Urquidy, Christian Javier, both will have season-ending right elbow surgery.
As humans, we like having options. One option you might like is speaking with a real person when you call about your credit card. With 24/7 live U.S.-based customer service from Discover, everyone can talk to a real person anytime, day or night. Limitations apply. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Meet Mike Lester.
Talent is not going to be the right choice for every single person out there, right? Because everybody is different. We do well when our clients do well. We're literally sitting on the same side of the table with them. We're in this together.
Yeah.
When you do well, I'll do well. Once we have that understanding, then we can come up with a plan that's designed to help you be successful in retirement.
Find out more at guardingyournestegg.com.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. Florida license D056341.
And we're live here outside the Perez family home, just waiting for the... And there they go. Almost on time this morning. Mom is coming out the front door strong with a double-arm kid carry. Looks like Dad has the bags. Daughter is bringing up the rear. Oh, but the diaper bag wasn't closed. Diapers and toys are everywhere. Ooh, but Mom has just nailed the perfect car seat buckle for the toddler. And now the eldest daughter, who looks to be about 9 or 10, has secured herself in the booster seat. Dad zips the bag closed, and they're off. But looks like Mom doesn't realize her coffee cup is still on the roof of the car. And there it goes. Oh, that's a shame. That mug was a fam favorite.
Don't sweat the small stuff. Just nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are buckled correctly in the right seat for their age and size. Learn more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Visit nhtsa.gov/
the right seat. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Who is this guy? Aaron Schachter? What is it? Oh, Schachter? Schachter. Okay. Shack Attack. Schachter. He gets shacked. But I digress. Here we go.
You ready? Yeah. Turn up your radio.
The Aaron Schachter Show on ESPN 690.
Don't mind me, still trying to figure out Anthony Richardson's back tattoo. Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. I'm not sure I've given out the phone number today. 904-362-9901 for those of y'all looking to hop in. A couple of things on the radar I still want to get to, but we start with formerly the highest paid tight end in the entire National Football League. No longer, of course. Travis Kelce has signed a contract that put him above. But I'm talking about Darren Waller. Now, to take you back a couple of weeks, we told you about how Darren Waller and his wife, WNBA star Kelsey Plum, were divorcing. She had posted it on Instagram. She put a breakup note out there. She started her glow up and began to move on. Then we caught wind that Darren Waller had made a song, a breakup song, where he just lamented on their relationship. He kind of made it sound like it was on her, if you ask me, in the song. It's not what she says, but it's a he said, she said thing. I wasn't there for the relationship. I don't really know how that went down. That's fine. But Darren Waller, who has produced rap music in the past, it's a hobby of his, is back yet again with another track. As a matter of fact, the other day we heard that the Giants are expecting him to retire this week. And then everyone started reporting on the fact that he might be expected to retire this week. And Darren Waller felt some kind of way about the reporting. Darren Waller wanted to answer his critics musically. And so he did so. I haven't heard the full song. I'm not even sure that it's out, to be honest with you. But I did hear a clip. And I did bring it to the show with me so that we can discuss here, Brian. You may remember the original song was a lot more singing than it was rapping.
Educate me. Can you kind of remind me? Was there any part of the song you can do or anything?
You remember in the chorus, it was very auto-tuned. The part you liked is where he goes. Remember that?
Yeah. It's bringing back
some
memories.
He had owls in the song.
He did have owls.
He
did.
Can't believe you don't remember this. I wish it was easier to find. I would play it for you.
Okay.
I don't necessarily have it ready for you.
Oh.
The original song.
Oh.
But it's all right, because this new song, Brian, new song's a banger. New song's a banger. Now, a little bit different on the lyrics. However, still very much on the nose. Still very much sounds like it was written by a high schooler. But at least we know what he's talking about here. Now, there are curses in this one too, Brian, but you don't have to sit on the dump button.
Because?
I have tastefully replaced the curses with the sound of a squeaky toy.
Yeah, I remember the last time you replaced the squeaky toy.
I don't remember that.
We started rhyme guessing the words.
Well, we can do that here too if you want.
Oh, okay.
If you choose to. It's your job, not mine. Here is the latest diss track from Darren Waller, who was calling this a musical response to the reports of him retiring. Tell me how you're feeling on this one.
Want a day in the life being me. Everything that happens between you and your wife on TMZ. Trying to kick the dough in this rap just like a B&E. Speaking to the blind, it's no wonder they went for seeing me.
Not bad so far. Little bars. Mini bars. Mini bars.
Mini bars.
Yeah. Seeing you and your wife on TMZ. Like, I saw that. I was there for that. That's fine.
For a minute, I admit they was deceiving me. Pleasing everybody, forgot I had to believe in me.
Who was deceiving him? For a minute, I admit they was deceiving me. Do you know who he's talking about here?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe Kelsey? Maybe.
Plum, not Travis. Kelsey Plum.
Yeah, Kelsey Waller.
Ex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got all them yards receiving to them cards you're reading ain't that great. It's hard receiving a message from God that he's taking back what you've been blessed with. I'm foaming at the mouth. They know.
Let me play those bars again because we kind of stepped in there in the middle of a line.
Everybody forgot I had to believe in me.
I actually thought this was pretty decent writing here.
They went for seeing me. For a minute, I admit they was deceiving me. Pleasing everybody, forgot I had to believe in me. It's all good when you got all them yards receiving to them cards you're reading ain't that great. It's hard receiving a message from God that he's taking back what you've been blessed with. I'm foaming at the mouth. They know I ain't the one to mess with.
Is someone taking this away from him?
Did rabies? You're foaming at the mouth?
No,
what is that?
Obviously, he's just trying to say he's hyped, Brian. Come
Oh,
on. You don't
okay.
have to be a literal Lenny here.
Wordsworth.
You could be a figurative Frank. You could be a figurative Fredo.
Yeah, I see. He's okay.
But what I don't understand is him talking as if someone is taking his career away from him. Listen again.
Everybody forgot I had to believe in me. It's all good when you got all them yards receiving to them cards you're reading ain't that great. It's hard receiving a message from God that he's taking back what you've been blessed with.
God is taking football away from Darren Waller, is what he's saying. I'm not really understanding how. Maybe it's not for me to understand. Hey, the Giants are like, please play. I don't think anyone's really taking this away. Yes, we just spent like $18 million on you. Please come play. We just traded away Saquon Barkley. Please put on a Giants jersey.
I just got off I just prayed. I just talked with God. He's like, you're good. He's like, you don't want to take anything away.
He's like, I don't need anything from Darren. I don't get it. Good bars, but I don't get the message.
Everybody forgot I had to believe in me. It's all good when you got all them yards receiving to them cards you're reading ain't that great.
What cards is he reading? Is he talking about the future? Like, I'm not seeing it in the cards? Or is he talking about literal notes that were given to him?
This is where we need another music video, because maybe you can have stuff that actually goes with the words, the images to go with the words.
What we actually need is a follow-up track from Darren Waller to explain the track he just released.
This might be a diss track. I can't really tell yet.
I think it is against us.
Just us.
Well, not only you and I, but all the people who were reading on TMZ and then making fun of his last song. Because clearly he has a lot of pride in it.
It's hard receiving a message from God that he's taking back what you've been blessed with. I'm foaming at the mouth. They know I ain't the one to mess with. Quit playing checkers on my board. I'm playing chess. And if I fall, my brothers pick me up like Byron Leftwich.
Time out.
It's kind of dated.
Is he shoehorning a rhyme, or is he referencing something that happened?
Ooh, what part? Wait, what part are you talking about?
Byron Leftwich and all the boys picking Byron Leftwich off the floor.
Well, he just got dropped by that snow bunny out there. That's you said glowing up, right? Didn't you say that?
Yeah, Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey Plum in his own. So he's down from that. You said he's dealt with.
No,
depression.
I'm asking the Byron Leftwich reference. Is that an actual thing that I don't really remember some iconic?
Oh, you remember that? Yeah.
When he hurt his leg, is that?
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Okay. That's why I said it's pretty dated.
Okay,
that's dated.
Quit playing checkers on my board. I'm playing chess. And if I fall, my brothers pick me up like Byron Leftwich. Give me.
Shout out to Duval.
Quit playing checkers on my board. I'm playing chess. And if I fall, my brothers pick me up like Byron Leftwich. Give me your best pitch. Hope you know that you signed your death wish. I'ma write that leave them breathless. So tell your friend, grab your inhaler before the set list and take a, cause you ain't gonna forget this. Let's go. This road get violent, dog. It show made me tough.
There we go.
It's terrifying, but it never made me bluff.
This guy wants to be a singer so bad. So bad.
Yeah. Here's the deal, Aaron. Let me tell you both of these.
I like deals.
Both of these tracks from Darren Waller.
Yep.
I have no issue with the actual music.
No, it's good music.
I feel like both songs in the right hands, they don't have to be stars. It wouldn't have to be stars, but in the right hands.
Bangers.
I would actually really enjoy the song.
Loved it.
My man needs some songwriting help.
There's a ghostwriter he needs. He needs to call Drake. Be like, hey, man, can I get the card for your guy?
He might just need to steal. He might just need to just steal something from somebody that's less known and just be like, yo, I'm taking this. I'll pay you for it if people find out. But
So you don't like this part.
And chest. And if I fall, my brothers pick me up like Byron Leftwich. Give me your best pitch. Hope you know that you signed your death wish.
You signed your death wish? I wish I was deaf. He's right. I wish I didn't have to listen to this.
Yeah, maybe I have to let it. Sometimes you gotta let these tracks sit with you as well. You ever listen to a song, you just went like, this trash, straight trash, homie.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you sit with something and it kind of grows on you.
Yeah.
And you listen, you're like, oh, this is what they meant. I didn't catch this the first time I heard it.
Okay.
I don't think that's the case with this, but maybe I need to hear it in its entirety a couple more times, let it sit.
Okay.
Couple years, come back to it. And then see, because right now I'm not really feeling it. But please continue.
I'ma write that leave them breathless. So tell your friend, grab your inhaler before the set list and take a, cause you ain't gonna forget this. Let's go.
That's a shout out to me because I use an inhaler from time to time.
You do.
Yeah, he's talking about me.
But you ain't gonna forget this. Let's go. This road get violent, dog. It show made me tough.
The beat is dope.
It's terrifying, but it never made me love.
Is that like a flute in the background or something? It sounded great.
Mm-hmm. Not a harpsichord, which we telling you. Untapped market there.
Definitely not a harpsichord.
Okay, Baroque, baby.
You want to remix Vivaldi.
Vivaldi and Bach?
Well, it's not Vivaldi, Brian, but I did end up producing some music today with the help of artificial intelligence.
Oh.
I got a little bit jealous. Listen to Darren Waller out here dropping bars, releasing breakup songs and diss tracks, talking about signing a death wish.
Yeah,
and I'm
wow.
like,
I escalated.
I want people to sign a death wish.
Okay.
And so we got a couple of songs here, courtesy of DJ A Double and artificial intelligence.
So who's DJ A Double?
That's me, bro. That's me. I'm the guy. I'm the guy. At least for this song.
Because Aaron starts with 2 A's,
It
so
does.
double A?
Yeah.
Really?
Sure. Don't you see it on the screen? It says AARON.
Thought you were going to be like double A, like battery would.
Maybe.
All right. Well, hey, no, go ahead. No.
We can workshop the
We'll
name
work on
later.
it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But here we go. So I found a service that generates music through artificial intelligence. You give it a prompt. You say, I'd like you to create this kind of song about this topic.
Okay.
Here are some details on the topic. So you tell me in the same way you're judging Darren Waller's music, judge these tracks. I want to hear from you about the beats. I want to hear from you about the lyrics.
All right.
I want to know if you're in or not.
I'm in.
Here we go. Song choice number 1.
Okay.
Turn it up loud as Jacksonville vibe. Aaron Schachter Show, take you for a ride. Brian Middleton, bring the laughs with pride. Radio waves keeping you so electrified. Crazy stories, voices you know. Funny, shocking, every single show.
I mean, every single show?
Every single show,
I
man.
feel like
Let the AI cook, man.
A little too much pressure there.
Tune in now, don't miss the flow. With Aaron and Brian, just watch them go.
Woo!
Aaron Schachter keeps it lit.
Oh!
Brian Middleton never quit.
Never? I feel like you'll quit eventually.
AI has no idea. Okay. Humanoid AI has no idea.
This artificial
how
isn't
wrong
so
that
intelligent?
is.
Okay.
Holy smokes.
All right.
Well,
Well,
my lifetime.
I'm keeping it lit, but
wrote the book on quitting around here.
Maybe.
In life.
Yeah, maybe.
Surprise and hit on the airwaves, they legit. Morning, noon, or night.
Well, I mean, just afternoon, not morning or night.
Yeah, don't call me.
Yeah.
It's a blast, news and jokes coming fast. Jacksonville, you know it's a cast of legends holding the mic and making it last.
Cast of legends, bro. Me and you.
Oh, he's talking about us?
Yes, legends.
Okay.
Holding the mic, making it last, doing radio things.
But legends of what, though?
Still figuring that out.
Okay.
You won't believe what's coming next. Every moment keeps you perplexed.
Excuse me? You won't believe what's coming next. Every moment keeps you perplexed.
The only inaccuracy in that statement is Friday during survey says. We know what's going to happen. At the end of survey says because of,
It's a nerdy way to describe something. Every moment keeping you perplexed. First of all, I don't like the description. Second of all, it's kind of an insult. Look, people are confused listening to this nonsense. A little bit.
You want to take it that way. You're looking for a fight. I think that it was more so like, keeping you deep in thought.
Okay.
Even though you're right. Perplexed does mean, you're right.
Yeah, it means confused.
Okay, well, I'm trying to rhyme stuff.
Yeah, clearly. I'm just like, you're artificial intelligence. You have the entire internet at your disposal.
What you want me to do? I can rhyme that. You don't want that, do you?
It does sound auto-tuned to me, but, that's just me.
Funny comedy, even context and thrilling stuff.
Sorry. Funny comedy, even context. I didn't realize context was a selling point.
I didn't know context was something that we used here.
We often don't.
More importantly.
We often do not.
I'm about to say.
We often allow context to be absent from the conversation.
I just want to make my point and move on.
You can expect Aaron Schachter keeps it lit.
Brian Middleton never quit.
Every day, so
legit. Yeah, break it down.
Morning, noon, or night.
No, not really.
It's a blast. News and jokes coming fast.
Okay.
Jacksonville, you know it's a cast of legends holding the mic and making it last. You won't believe what's coming next. Every moment keeps you perplexed. Funny comedy, even context, and thrilling stuff you can't expect. Aaron Schachter keeps
This much. Do you remember the dance? And it was listen, again, it's people of your culture.
Yeah, snow bunnies.
And probably, dudes as well. And but it was a dance. It
Dudes
was
aren't
like,
snow bunnies?
It was a long time ago. And I can't remember the name of it, but it was like you would do crazy stuff with your feet. Oh man, it was like some type of
the Roger Rabbit.
No,
The
like
Running
cartoon.
Man.
No, man.
Older than that.
Nah, it was something. It was something
The
that
Charleston Shuffle.
It was no, Aaron.
The Watusi.
What is it called? But my point is, the dance went to a kind of music that it sounds like on here, like some of the instruments on here, and I can't think of the name of the dance right now.
The music to this song.
River Dance. You remember the River Dance?
River Dance, yes.
That's what this sounds like.
That is crazy with the feet, yes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like River Dance music.
No. The instrument, though.
Okay. Yeah, I think the music stinks in this one. Yeah. Like, it's one thing to have a melody that you can get with.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to learn. It's very much pop music.
What genre is this?
It's like I asked for a pop song.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
And they nailed pop, but it's still kind of gross to me a little bit. Okay. The next one is a hip hop song.
Ooh.
We should get to that after the break.
We should.
Let's just finish this pop song real quick. You got a couple of seconds left.
Okay.
Brian Middleton never quit. Every day, surprise and hit. On the airwaves, they legit.
Bring this down a little bit. Bring it down a little bit. Do you think you could see this as like a show staple, like an open or something?
You keep it in the repertoire when you want to play something. Maybe you had to run to the restroom.
I would just wait until you quit one day, and then I'd play that line over and over. I'd be like, nope, wrong.
Wow.
Got that one wrong.
Well, I say keep that close to your hip then.
Keep that close to my hip.
Hey,
Brian Middleton, he just quit.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I can't wait till we do our actual diss track without AI, man.
You may not have to wait very long.
Ooh, that's a tease. I can't wait.
It's the Aaron Schachter Show, 904-362-9901 if you want to sing your own song on the show today. AI music generator has entered the chat. We'll be back in a couple of minutes on ESPN 690.
Now, the First Alert forecast on ESPN 690.
Partly sunny, hot, and humid today with a few afternoon and evening thunderstorms developing. Highs today near 90, dropping into the low 70s tonight. And tomorrow will be partly sunny and hot, just an isolated afternoon thunderstorm as temperatures reach the mid-90s. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Burrish. Join me today beginning at 5 p.m. on CBS 47 and Fox 30 Action News Jax.
The Weather Center is brought to you by Beards Diamonds. 0% financing for 5 years is back for a limited time at Beards Diamonds.
Have you seen your financial freedom wiped out by stock market volatility? It's Rich Jones. Consider investing in real estate funds from DLP Capital. Don Wenner is CEO and founder.
DLP Capital has provided our investors with consistent double-digit returns by investing in cash-flowing residential real estate. For more than a decade, we have had zero losses, little volatility, and have shot above our return targets in all of our investment funds. Plus, we offer monthly distributions and tax shelter opportunities.
To get your investor's guide and learn more, dial **invest on your cell phone or visit highyieldreturns.net.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Main office, Jacksonville.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our returning champion, a basketball court sweat mopper from Jacksonville, Florida, meet Louis Cramp.
Great to be back, Merv.
There's only one category left on the board, Louis. People you can trust to repair your air conditioner. Your 10 seconds starts now.
Well, I'm pretty handy with tools around.
Right, so my Uncle Steve used to fix transmissions, so maybe he could... Okay, sorry. I guess just call the guys at Bueller?
That's right, Lewis! The highly trained technicians at Bueller Air and Plumbing have the tools and the experience to service any make and model of home air conditioner to make sure that you are cool!
You sure I can't just have a quick...
Yeah, we're done for today.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
It's fishing time, old school style, at the Dailies Old School Fishing Shootout presented by Yellowfin this weekend in St. Augustine. Fishing fun for everyone. Big boats, small boats, but register ASAP to fish. The catch for the Old School Kingfish Shootout is limited boundaries, Fernandina Beach to Daytona Beach, but only 3 miles offshore. OldSchoolKingfish.com to register. That's OldSchoolKingfish.com. Get your chance to win over $200,000 in prizes. Fishing fun for everyone. June 8th in St. Augustine. OldSchoolKingfish.com.
Spring has sprung, and tax return season is here. Now's the time to beautify your home by replacing your old windows with new energy-efficient, easy-to-clean windows from American Window Products. Keep the summer heat out with special glass packages, including low E3 and argon gas. American Window Products only uses the highest quality products and professionally trained employees to install. Call now to find out why they were voted the #1 window company in Jacksonville. 731-2247 for a free estimate, or visit AmericanWindowProducts.com.
Fed up with poor service at gun shops? At Century Firearms, we're proudly dedicated to putting you first. Visit Century Firearms at jacksguns.com or come into our new location on San Jose. Mark your calendar for our huge Father's Day sale coming up. Century Firearms, your trusted partner in protection.
Howard works from home. I try to keep things professional. But stuff happens. Now Howard and his wife are working with Community First on a home equity loan to make renovations to his home with no closing costs and special low rates, so Howard can build the office of his dreams.
So live your best life
with Community First. Learn more at communityfirstfl.org. Member NCUA.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Hey guys, we're the Twin Peaks Girls. We just love guys that listen to the Young and Norvell Show. Weekdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690.
Go ahead, drop some bars to this one, Brian. That's all you got.
Yeah. Here we go. Me and Aaron Schachter.
Oh, this is going down.
In the building right now. Woo! Me and Aaron Schachter on the show. Listen to Darren Waller. Says what he know. I don't know if we're going to be doing this forever, but I can tell you right now, we better than cheddar on leather before me and you get back in the weather. It's sunny. I don't know, man. Saying whatever.
I like it.
Yeah, okay.
It's better than what I had.
I got it right. I don't freestyle. I got it right, Aaron Schachter.
I hear Kilkenny's on the phone. He wants to freestyle as well. Kilkenny, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't want that, man.
What's up, man?
Oh, well, seeing how you're on the music kick, I do have to give a shout out. You know, rest in peace, brother Marquise. Marquise, my brother. And isn't it crazy that, you know, Fresh Kid Ice and Marquise both went before Uncle Luke? That is, I would have.
Did you think Uncle Luke was going to go early?
Well, no, I just, you know, he's quite a bit older than they were, and
I mean, brother Marquise is still a young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was. I mean, rest in peace. But
well, 54 is born the same.
58, yeah.
58, you know. But yeah, it's just crazy.
It's sad when you see someone pass and not that 58 is like really young, but I don't know, man. When I see someone pass before the age of 70, I go, I still think there was time to go.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you hadn't even hit your investment yet.
That's true.
But y'all were talking about Chris Sims, you know, and
yeah, his quarterback rankings.
Right. And you know, last year he had, you know, had Trevor at 6, you know, and he if you listen to him, you know, on a regular basis, then you know that he actually really loves the Jaguars, you know, and I mean, obviously Giants are his team, but you know, he's, you know, admitted many times to having a man crush on Josh Allen and Trevor Lawrence, and but yeah, I mean, I gotta, for the most part, I agree with the majority. I mean, and people think that he puts stuff out there just for clickbait and everything.
Yeah, I do think there's some of that, Dan.
Well, he has outlandish thoughts at times, but you know, like he said many times, you know, his dream thing would be to become a GM.
Sure,
you know?
Sure. And I actually think guys like him and Dan Orlovsky, I think they're gonna have their chance to be in front offices as they get a little bit older, or even, you know, join front office staffs, coaching staffs in the NFL. But you know, Chris Sims, like I said, I kind of respect a lot of the stuff he does. But if you look at the list, like Tua at 18, man, really, you're signing off on that? Brock Purdy at 17, he almost won the MVP. I know he's a system guy according to everyone, but Brock Purdy at 17 seems a little bit like besmirchment. You got Deshaun Watson lower than Daniel Jones and Derek Carr and Russell Wilson. Granted, we haven't seen anything from Deshaun Watson since he stopped playing for the Texans, but this is still a young man who's capable of football. I don't know about putting him at 24. It doesn't make much sense to me.
Well, I know one of the things that, you know, he was talking about was, you know, the you know, going back to an old trope, and I'm sorry to do that for you, but the best ability being availability.
Sure.
And with a lot of the guys that ended up being up there around, you know, the Tua and Deshaun Watson and everything, that was one of the things that he had mentioned about having them as high as what they were, is because he doesn't honestly believe they're actually going to last an entire season, you know. And so if they do, then he was wrong and they should have been higher, and, you know, sorry. But he doesn't believe that they're going to make it. I mean, I honestly don't believe it either, you know, and, you know, I mean, you don't want me to go off on the Deshaun Watson thing.
I was just going to say, you don't think Deshaun Watson's going to last the whole season?
I don't even think he should be in the NFL.
But that has nothing to do with his play. That has to do with his behavior, does it not? Or is it his gross back tattoo that makes it him not available to be in the NFL?
Yeah, the montage is odd.
The montage is a good way to describe it. Montage.
Exactly. You know, it's like one of those, you know, those art craft things that you did back in elementary school with the paste and everything, you know, and stealing all your mom's magazines.
So Watson played 6 games the last 2 seasons, 6 games each in 22 and 23 for the Cleveland Browns. The 6 and 22 came off a 2-year suspension. The 6 and 23 was because he had a shoulder injury that he refused to stop playing when he had, and then obviously it caused some problems for the team. But last year they were 5-1 with Watson under center. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that's all Deshaun Watson. 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and a completion percentage of 61.4. That's good for his second lowest in his career outside of the 2022 season after he hadn't played for 2 years. So fine. But let's not pretend like this also wasn't a guy who in Houston threw a 70% completion rate in 2020 for 4,823 yards, 33 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Like, maybe he's not that guy this year, but he's definitely, I think, belongs above guys like Daniel Jones, Derek Carr, Russell Wilson, Caleb Williams, Geno Smith, and probably Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I'm not a Kyler Murray believer. You know, he's too small. You know,
he's a tiny dude.
You know, it is reared its head so many times in so many of their games. You know that, I mean, it's not like I watch a whole lot of their games, but you know, we all can see the highlights and stuff. But you know, every time you see him, he's always running. You know, and I don't know. I'm just not I don't like his approach to the game, I should say. But anyhow, with Chris Sims, you know, he did. A lot of people ended up getting really aggravated at him of his initial projection on Wilson and Lawrence and all of them that year, and not having Trevor Lawrence in the first. And one of the things that he was actually saying, though, if you actually watch, if you don't just look at the box scores, and you actually watch the game and watch footwork and watch, all the nuances, then everything that he said about Lawrence and why he didn't have him as first came true. Because he was talking about how he would throw off his back foot a lot of times when he would feel pressure, and that would make him go high.
Sure.
And if you watch that first year,
that's what was happening, yes.
It was nonstop, and Trevor even talked about it at the end of the season, and that's one of the big things he worked on in the offseason between 1 and 2 was, getting that to where he wasn't doing it. And which is just like watching some of these OTA highlights, and they're showing the guys jumping while they're catching the ball. You don't want your receiver to jump when they catch the ball. You want them to be running in stride, catch the ball, keep going. Every time your foot leaves the ground, you're losing speed. And how many times have we seen Kirk and all them have to jump and get the ball, bring it down? When you watch him and his mechanics are perfect, oh my God, it is so beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
But you got to admit, it's easier for the mechanics to be on point when you're not running for your life on 24 of 30 snaps.
Exactly. And that's the big thing where, I would love to get into a huge conversation, but you don't have enough time for that, and you probably won't hear my voice that long. But with the changing in the pay scale for the NFL, because this whole idiocy of paying one player 25% of your salary cap is disgusting and ridiculous, And you look at the guys who've won the Super Bowls the most, they didn't have the biggest contracts. They said, no, pay the linemen. I do not want to be taxed. So get those guys paid. And it works, and they keep winning. So, no, don't pay him $50 million. Give 10 of that to his right tackle, and actually keep him on, get a better center, And if your left guard is absolute trash, then how good's your quarterback? How good's your running back?
Well, we found out.
Yeah, exactly. And so we need to completely redo the pay structure and get rid of this whole contract nonsense. Have everybody, get paid basically not a league. I don't like using the term league minimum, but you come in your first year, you're getting paid X amount of money. Second year, a little bit more. Third year, a little bit more. And if you get injured, we're going to pay your medical bills, and you're going to have a stipend until the injury is done. And that would solve so many problems. This whole players changing teams and everything else, it wouldn't happen as much if they knew that they could be on this team here and still be getting paid. Now, you would also have to have like bonus money, and then have loyalty bonus money and some signing bonus money that you could change around however you wanted or whatever.
Really sounds like you're trying to sell me a car right now.
Right, but you could do that, and people would you'd still have your star players still be able to get the bonus money. But then at the end of the day, you don't have a Nick Foles situation where you pay him stupid money. He comes in, and 3 plays later, he's never seen again.
That's the last you ever heard from Nick Foles, yeah.
Then you got a 6th-round guy who's making $100,000 a year out there, setting records for us.
But it's not the norm, right? That doesn't happen for everybody, or else they wouldn't be paying quarterbacks $50 million. I appreciate the call, Dan. These are all valid points. I do think the issue there is the teams can't undo what they've done. It's really up to the quarterbacks like a Tom Brady or a Pat Mahomes or Trevor in this case to say, yes, I want to be highly paid. Yes, maybe we can find creative ways to incentivize me, but, he's the one who's going to determine what he's going to take. The going rate for a star quarterback in the league is $50+ million. That's just what it is. It's what it is. It's what the Dolphins are dealing with. It's what the Jaguars are going to deal with. It's what the Lions dealt with, whether you believe Goff earned that $50+ million contract. Jalen Hurts, whether you believe he earned the $50+ million contract. Justin Herbert with 0 playoff wins, if he earned it. Fine. It's just what the going rate is. And so if Trev decides he's willing to take less, you better believe the Jags will give him less. But I don't think that's how it's going to go. I really don't think it's how it's going to go. Brian, we got to get back to the songs. I know you've been waiting on bated breath. We heard the pop song. I don't think we got to run through the whole next song. This is the rap version of that song. You tell me how you're feeling about it.
All right.
Let's get these right here. Already like it better, by the way.
Pause for me. You know what this reminds me of?
Ooh.
The opening to New York Undercover. This is what it feels like.
A little bit. So the
Feels like New
prompt
York
was
Undercover.
90s hip hop.
Ah.
Because you know I like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Turn the dial up to 102.
Definitely not on 102.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh? Maybe a
that
bit of
was
foreshadowing.
That was the AI deciding we belong on Easy 1029, I think.
AI soothsayer.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
The Aaron Schachter Show got.
Wait, where? Who? Who's that? Who are we talking about?
The Aaron Schachter Show.
Okay. Is that like a cousin? What is
I
it?
think he's going to rhyme shuck with sucks.
Ooh,
It's really-
we hope so.
Yeah, okay.
Michelle, what's that rhyme with?
The crew. Brian Middleton ain't no fluke.
No way.
Jacksonville Knights with the coolest dude.
All right.
They make you laugh, they make you scream. Shocking moments like a dream. Exciting tales that never seem to enter soon like on a beam.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
To end too soon on what?
It's like a dream. Exciting tales that never seem to enter soon like on a beam.
I have no idea.
Aaron Schachter on the mic. Brian Middleton keeps it hype.
Yeah, he does.
Tune in now, don't miss the flight. Radio waves feeling so right.
Just going to go ahead and point out here that this doesn't really feel like a rap song at all, even though that's what I asked for it.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But I do like the drum and bass.
No, yeah. No, groovy.
Let's get one more verse here.
Pop culture talk that's off the chain.
Okay.
Taking callers through the rain.
What?
Taking callers through the rain.
Is it raining when the callers call in?
What?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that means. Okay.
Even when you feel the pain, tune them in and laugh again.
Yeah.
Pop culture talk that's off the chain. Taking callers through the rain.
Rain.
Even when you feel the pain. Tune them in and laugh again. Aaron Schachter on the mic.
Brian Middleton keeps it hype.
Tune in now, don't miss the flight. Radio waves feeling so right.
All right, thoughts. Compare it to number one.
I don't remember number one, so right now I'm gonna put that at the first one. I don't know what on a bank, that one word that might be English that we couldn't figure out what it meant. But yeah, no, it was a nice little groove to that.
But I also know, just like me, you're not only a hip hop fan.
No, not at all.
You like some other kinds of music. So I also got a pop punk version. I think this is the best version.
Some newfound glory. Let's go.
Let's hear it.
Oh boy.
You like that?
Ooh-wee.
All right.
Turn the dial, ESPN. Radio waves we begin. Aaron Schachter's got the mic.
They're saying my name weird still.
Yeah, Schachter's.
Yeah.
Huh?
But at least this time they said
Schachter.
At least this time they said ESPN.
No, 1058.
Turn the dial, ESPN. Radio waves we begin. Aaron Schachter's got the mic. Catch the buzz, feel the spike. Brian Middleton by his side. Shocking stories far and wide.
Is that what you do? You do shocking stories? The boo-boo story today was a little bit shocking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really consider you a shocking story guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
You just can't let it go. Funny, shocking, non-stop ride. Feel the rush deep inside.
Whoa, pause. What?
Tune in now, they're your friends. The Aaron Schachter Show. You just can't let it go. Funny, shocking, non-stop ride. Feel the rush
deep inside.
Personal foul.
Calm down. Calm down.
Opinions fly. Jacksonville lights up the sky. Daily dose of raw delight. Every morning, every night. Sports and laughs, they intertwine. Push the limits, cross the line. Living
deep inside.
Yo, man, you gotta chill out, though. You gotta chill out, because that's what you sound like right now, man. You sounding real evil right now,
Why
dog.
would the AI use the words deep inside in this song?
Well, because the AI is not an immature sixth grader. That's why. Because feeling the rush deep inside, is how you supposed to feel when you're hearing the endorphins that you were talking about the endorphins earlier this week?
Sure.
When you get to hear Schachter. Anyway, very 2000s newfound glory, man. I really do enjoy that kind of music.
You like the deep inside part? Maybe not as much. Maybe not.
Deep inside. The Aaron Schachter Show.
Oh, break it down.
You just can't let it go.
Nope.
Funny, shocking, non-stop ride. Feel the rush.
Deep inside.
I don't know.
Deep inside.
I was hoping you would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
You suck.
Oh, no, hold on. I meant they're right next to each other. I meant this right here. I did not mean
what
that.
happened?
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, see?
You don't like that song?
No, that was my favorite because, like I said, that 2000s punk rocky.
Yeah. It's got some.
I'm with it.
It's got some momentum to it. It's fun. They talk about things deep inside.
If the hip hop one was, I think, more rappy to me because it was very. The AI didn't miss, I think, on what you prompted it to do.
Okay.
And I enjoyed that one. And then the first, I really can't remember the first one. Isn't that crazy? I can't remember the first one already.
Let's take a quick break because when I play you the next one, you're not going to remember anything else.
All right.
Let's blow this whole thing up when we come back on the Aaron Schachter Show. Couple of minutes from now. See you in a sec.
Let's face it, work sucks, but you do get a lunch break. That's where the Young and Norvell Show comes in weekdays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690, featuring me, Terry Norvell, and former Gator basketball star and current SEC Network analyst, Patrick Young. Let's face it, Hollywood has been fresh out of ideas for 25 years. So don't waste your valuable lunch break on the same old tired TV and movie shows. Tune in to the Young and Norvell Show, where we promise to make you laugh, think, get angry, but most important, you will have fun. It will quickly become your favorite part of the day. The Young and Norvell Show, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on ESPN 690.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
Aaron here with Zero Res. After a long day's work, my family and I love to sit on our favorite sofa and recliners and watch a good TV show. It kind of helps us wind down for the day. We usually pass around some fresh popcorn too. That's why we need to bring home the Zero Res truck and get that furniture looking great again.
For the month of June, Zero Res is offering 25% off all upholstery cleaning. That's 25% off a sectional, 25% off a sofa, 25% off a love seat, and 25% off your favorite recliner. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Hi, it's me, your plumber, with important information for anyone interested in safe, soft, filtered water. Don't drink bottled water. Get advice from someone you trust, buy a water filter, and don't call those high-priced water guys. Instead, call me, your plumber. I recommend Safety Zone water systems, so you get top-quality equipment, affordable prices, and you'll save money too. Safety Zone is your #1 choice considering price, performance, and reliability.
Safety Zone Water is the single-source water treatment supplier for the plumbing industry. Our distributor is Nolan Company Jacksonville, the leading plumbing wholesaler for water treatment in Northeast Florida. For sales and service, contact your local plumber or visit us at safetyzonewater.com.
Safety Zone Water.
The #1 water brand recommended by plumbers.
Hi, I'm Mike Lester, the founder of Talon Wealth and the host of the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show. Like you, I love this country, and I'm very thankful for those that protect us along with our freedoms. That's why for active military and active first responders, if you decide to work with us, Talon Wealth isn't going to charge you any advisor fees. We're happy to explain all the details, but most importantly, thank you for your service.
Visit guardingyournestegg.com to find out more.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC Registered Investment Advisor. Florida License D056341.
Snyderman, can you move things in your mind?
Nope.
Did you read our minds?
I got nothing. Were you thinking of nothing?
No. So, what makes you a superhero?
I can tell if you should repair or replace your air conditioning system.
If it's time to replace your air conditioning unit, Snyder can help. Get 0% interest if you pay in full within 60 months. Visit SnyderAC.com and get the details in a flash.
Flash? I think you mean Snyderman.
CAC 1813306. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
Hey guys, we're the Twin Peaks Girls. Come have lunch with us every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and listen to the Young and Norvell Show on ESPN 690.
Welcome back to the Aaron Schachter Show. Final segment before we wrap it up for the day here on ESPN 690. AI music generator has entered the chat. So far, we've heard 3 tracks about the Aaron Schachter Show. 1 pop track, 1 90s hip-hop track, and 1 pop-punk track. Now we move to country music to cap the show off.
Hey, now we talking. Hold on.
Now we talking. It's not a pop country. It's more like an acoustic country.
Hey!
But, now we talking. Okay. You like this. Well, let's see how you feel about it after you hear some of the lyrics.
Okay, let's go.
Chill at the 1010 XL with a drone in her ends. Old voices talking in a spell. Put you to sleep, my friends.
Yeah.
Static crackles in my ear. Leah O'Brien's fake reports. Everything you hear ain't clear. It's like some old and sports. Oh, boredom on the air. 1010 to XL, beware. Hey! Old folks talking like they care, but there's nothing there. Every segment feels the same.
This song is made better with you dancing, by the way.
This is so great. This is so great.
An endless lullaby. I love that.
Oh, so old they forget your name. Makes you wonder why.
Oh, so old they forget your name. Makes you wonder why.
That's wild.
Fake news rolling through the night.
Fake news again. Did you write this, Brian?
Why do you say that?
No, because he's talking about fake reports and fake news on the station.
Okay.
Just saying, it's something I've heard you say before.
Really?
Yeah, it's a couple of times.
Promises that ain't so
Oh, boredom on the air.
We talk.
10, 10, 10 XL, beware.
I think he gave him an extra 10 there.
Yeah.
Old folks talking like they care.
Dude, a banger. Yo, Aaron Schachter, man. Aaron Schachter. I don't have a good hand clap. I mean, I got this.
Good answer.
But holy
Good
smokes,
answer.
man.
Good answer.
Absolutely the absolute best.
Yeah, I think we got to call that one 10-10-10XL beware.
You got to keep that one at the ready. Keep
I'm
them all
keeping
at the
all of
ready.
them at the ready, yeah.
But that one right there, we're playing it tomorrow.
I'm going to turn some of these. Yeah, I'm going to turn some of these into bump music so we can play them off.
I still want to do a real diss track though.
Okay.
Like that's like the precursor.
Well, this is like the appetizers.
Yeah.
Wet our whistle, so to speak, so we can feel it deep inside and then write the diss track.
Because AI can't get as disrespectful as the actual human.
I don't know.
We could.
Oh, boredom on the air.
That it harmonized it too.
He called out
Holy
Mia
smokes.
by name. I don't know. It sounds like I wrote the thing, but
it feels like it, man.
It was AI.
Okay.
This has been a fun Aaron Schachter show.
Aaron Schachter.
Aaron Schachter show. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with the Aaron Schachter show. We'll be back tomorrow. A Friday edition on a Thursday, wouldn't you know? Have fun, guys. ESPN 690.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Main office, Jacksonville.
Why Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned? I'll tell you why. Over 600 vehicles in stock, one location. That's over 275 SUVs, over 200 cars, over 110 pickups. On the ground, in stock, one location. Arlington Pre-Owned even has 125 vehicles under $18,000. Plus, Arlington's 30-day exchange program is now double. That's 60 days to love it or exchange it. And Arlington's Credit for Everyone program. Shop 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or arlingtontoyota.com.
It's fishing time old school style at the Daly's Old School Fishing Shootout presented by Yellowfin this weekend in St. Augustine. Fishing fun for everyone. Big boats, small boats, but register ASAP to fish. The catch for the Old School Kingfish Shootout is limited boundaries. Fernandina Beach to Daytona Beach, but only 3 miles offshore. OldSchoolKingfish.com to register. That's OldSchoolKingfish.com. Get your chance to win over $200,000 in prizes. Fishing fun for everyone. June 8th in St. Augustine. OldSchoolKingfish.com.
I'm sure many of you guys feel like you wish you could be as fit as you were in your 20s. The dad bod is really tough to shed. I'm Dr. Lance Snyder, and I did something about it through Dr. Rappaport at the Jack's Aesthetic Center. I'm active, I played college sports, and I still work out a few times a week. Nothing worked. As a doctor and a dad, I want to be around as long as possible and feel good about my body. Dr. Rappaport put together a personalized treatment plan that worked. It was easy for me to make appointments, get to those appointments, and get back to work in time. I also recommend the Emsella chair for any urinary issues or ED. Dr. Rappaport has state-of-the-art treatment options for men. And the M-Sculpt Neo is an abs blast. 20,000 crunches in 30 minutes. Give yourself your own gift this Father's Day at the Jack's Aesthetic Center. Build muscle and lose fat. Call or text today, 904-808-2455. That's 904-808-2455. You won't be sorry.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain.
But we don't speak Spanish.
So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks. Babbel's conversational method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish.
Estoy muy emocionado para ir a España contigo.
Aw, he just said, I'm very excited to go to Spain with you. Nos vamos a divertir mucho.
And that means we're going to have a lot of fun.
Sí. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Seasons change. Why not your tech? Upgrade now during the Dell Technology